If you're one of those people that say you can't lose weight, you tried everything. You've tried this diet, you've tried low carb, ketogenic, you've tried everything and you can't lose weight. Well, let me tell you, you're wrong and you're just a fat sack of shit. Let me tell you why you're wrong. And let me use me as an example. I've lost 50 pounds so far. Not a big number, not as big as I would like it to be. But I was just like you, a fat piece of shit who didn't know what he was doing with his weight. Diet after diet, didn't lose any weight. Thought my life was over. That's what probably you think, because you're a fat sack of shit. I had done diet after diet after diet. I've done everything, just like you might have if you're in the same situation as me. You don't think you can lose weight. Let me tell you why you're a fat, lying sack of shit. So we all have the bro scientists in our gym that say you gotta eat 3 chicken breasts every single meal with 2 cups of brown rice. I fucking hated it. I had a chicken breast and a cup of brown rice because those bro scientist pieces of shit told me what to do, told me what to eat, because that worked for them. You know, they're probably on gear too. Who gives a shit? You gotta find what works for you. And what worked for me was a year and a half later when I finally started losing weight. Because you wanna know why? Because I did something that works for me. So after researching into what I wanted to do, what I wanted to eat, it finally clicked. I remember it too. One day, I had just finished on the treadmill, and then I wouldn't say I broke down, but I got to the ground, and I was like, I will lose weight. This is what I need to do. And from there on, I started dropping weight real fast. And now, I'm 198 pounds. Can you believe that? I don't look 198 pounds. I look fatter. So mid-senior year, I started dropping weight real fast because I started a 1,400 calorie diet. Unhealthy, very unhealthy, I know. So I did that for a couple months, and then I dropped 20 pounds extremely quickly. Extremely quickly. I have never lost weight like that in my life. And I knew this is what I was going to do. This is what works for me very well. Now 1,400 calories. You'd probably lose your mind if you ate that much food. I ate that much food. It was nothing. It was maybe about 1.5 cups of uncooked rice, which would probably be like 3 cups cooked, and maybe a little bit of meat or some protein, and that was it. That would equal about 1,400 calories a day. But I got out of school around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I would eat, I would be full for around 4 hours, and then I'd go to the gym and then go to bed. Nothing I could do about it. I'd go to bed hungry. So I didn't give a fuck. I was losing weight. My weight was dropping very quickly. Although it was a very unhealthy diet, it was dropping, and I was very pleased. I started seeing results around 220 pounds. That's around when I lost around 25 pounds, and I started noticing a little bit. I started noticing my pants fit a little looser, and that I was feeling a little better. Now 25 pounds was not a lot, but I felt very accomplished with what I was doing. But then I secretly knew my diet was not good at all. Now if you're a fat piece of shit like I was, you probably tried a 1,200 calorie diet, 1,400 calorie diet. It didn't work for you. But I found the foods I needed to eat, that I wanted to eat, that really started me losing weight. Now you probably want me to go into specifics of what I ate, and maybe I could do that for a different video. I would love to do that for a different video. Maybe a 100 subscriber special. Stay tuned. So like I was saying, this video is about me, how I lost weight, and how I started losing weight on my 50-pound journey so far. Was I started a 1,400 calorie diet. I stopped the late night snacks, no chips, no peanut butter, nothing like that, because those are full of fat and calories. Peanut butter might be good, it's loaded with calories though. You can't fit that into 1,400 calories, but while being satiated from food, the fuck? Get out of here. So I was basically starving myself for 2 months so I could drop weight, and then I finally realized what I was doing was wrong. So I upped my calories to 1,800 or 1,900 calories, but the real reason I upped my calories was because of metabolic damage. I wouldn't say it's metabolic damage. I would say, according to Google, it was metabolic resistance. It was my body had become too accustomed to 1,400 calories and started slowing down the weight I was losing. So what I had to do, I had to up my calories, shock my body, and then reprogram it to say, hey, no, you got to be eating 1900 calories instead of 1400 calories. And then I was thinking, oh, okay, I'll go back to under 1400 calories once my week of upped calories is over. I never went back because I knew 1900 calories eating is a lot better than 1400, and I could get a lot more nutrients from my food from there. Because I'm telling you, it's very hard to get your nutrients from one meal, especially protein. You can't eat fucking 100 grams of protein in one meal. So I started eating 1900 calories. That still may be low for some of you guys, but I really don't like to blame my metabolism, but I may have to in this case, because sometimes if I eat 1900 calories, sometimes if I binge a little bit and go up to 2300 on accident, I won't lose anything the days after that, which is weird. I may even gain a couple pounds, so I feel like something may be a bit different in my body than someone who's struggling to gain weight. So like I was saying, 1900 calories, weight started dropping again, but because my calories are upped, I wasn't losing weight nearly as quickly. I was fine with that though. I was fine with losing weight, but not as quickly, because I still saw the numbers drop on the scale. So at the end of senior year, I weighed 215 pounds. I wanted to weigh 205, but I can't have my weight every single time. I weighed 215 end of senior year, and right now, about midway through my freshman year of college, I weigh 198. Now, if you're a fat sack of shit, listen to what I say with a grain of salt, because what works for me may not work for you. You may not work with a 1400 calorie diet. You may not work with a 1900 calorie diet. You have to find what works with you, okay? Simple as that. What worked for me was unhealthy, and then I ended up finding a healthier way to do it, okay? And I'm right now I'm at 198 pounds, and I was thinking, right when I was starting to lose weight, oh my god, 200 pounds. I'll never get there. That's a dream. I'll never be there. And right when I'm here, now that I'm here at 200 pounds, below 200 pounds, it's still a dream. For some reason, I still can't accept that I'm 198 pounds. It is surreal. My clothes fit looser. I feel better. I can run for longer. I can work out for longer. It just feels so good knowing that I am not a fat sack of shit anymore. But what I did comes with consequences. And you may be saying, Nick, you said you've been working out for almost 3 years. Why aren't you big? Why don't you have calves, shoulders, big biceps, or something like that? But right now I don't have a pump, which is, why would I have a pump right now? Why don't I have a pump? That's the real question. I should be in the fucking gym right now. When I was doing my 1400 calorie diet, sometimes I got in 30 grams of protein a day, and sometimes I got 70. Nowhere near what I needed. Nowhere near. So I started losing muscle, and I started seeing my sleeves not be tight on my arms anymore, which sucked, you know? But once I start bulking again, everything will be alright thanks to muscle memory. Sadly though, I'm not as big as I want to be, and that's not a problem for me right now because I'm still focused on losing weight. I'm still not nearly at the body fat percentage I want to be at. I want to be around 15 to like 12 by the time I stop. It may take a little longer, but I know what I need to do now. I've been knowing what I need to do, and that's what, if you're having a problem like me about losing weight, you need to find what works with you. But when I had the idea that I was going to be 200 pounds in my head, I'd be like, 45 pounds later when I'm 200 pounds, I'm going to bust a nut every time I see myself in the mirror. And it's true, I do bust a nut every single time I see myself in the mirror, but that's not the case. I thought I would be shredded to the bone, 200 pounds, but that's not the case. So too, I've maybe lost 5 to 10 pounds of muscle. 10 pounds would be the very, very, very limit of what I lost in terms of muscle, because I'm telling you, I've lost a lot of muscle. I don't like it. I still push and pull heavy weight in the gym, but it's just something that I've lost, and I have to deal with it. I'm not as big as a guy as I used to be. I don't have as big as shoulders as I used to have. My biceps and my arms aren't nearly as big, and my chest isn't as big. I know that's because I lost fat, but that's a problem that I have. So to recap this video, you're a fat sack of shit if you're coming up with excuses, just like I did, and you need to find something that works for yourself. I did a 1400 calorie diet, dropped weight, tanked down extremely fast. I started losing weight at a normal pace, 1 to 2 pounds a week like normal people would say. But what came with the losing the weight? was losing muscle. And that's a problem that you may have to deal with too if you're on a prolonged cut due to you being extremely overweight. And that was my case after being 50, 60, 70, even 80 pounds overweight at 245 pounds. Because you're not supposed to be 245 pounds, you're supposed to be lower in the hundreds, and apparently I'm supposed to be 170 pounds. But you know, all those scales and charts are bullshit. So I'll find what weight works for me. And that's the point of this video, is to tell you what I did and tell you what you should do. Find what works with you. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next video. Peace.